Let's move on to our next topic today. Chris, what is our second main topic today?
We're now hearing from Yussif R. It looks like Aladdin is going to be the next member of the $1 billion club along with Spider-Man.
Crazy.
With the huge success and fan love, is it safe to say at this point that a sequel is not only possible, but also probably likely? Could a sequel survive outside the safety of the beloved original story? Thank you. And John, I've talked about Aladdin a lot on my own channel, so I would love to hear your thoughts about, do you think there's going to be another one?
Well, I mean, first of all, the question's been coming up lately about whether or not we think Aladdin, there could be a sequel. Well, two questions have been going around. Number one, can it cross the $1 billion mark? And I remember I said when it hit 940 million, I remember I said, I don't think it'll reach $1 billion. I don't know that it quite has enough gas left in the tank. But now we're sitting at basically 990 million. So it's only got 10 more million to go. I still don't think it's a lock, but it's certainly more possible than I was kind of giving it credit for initially. Look, I'm not going to lie to you. I love this movie. I saw it the first time, and I was just very pleasantly surprised by it. Like, just really, it was far better than I thought it was going to be. And then I went in for the second time with my surprise now out of the way, and just loved it. I just loved it. Again, is it as good as the near perfection of the original Robin Williams? No. Is Will Smith as good of a genie as Robin Williams was? No. But I'll tell you what, he's a hell of a genie. And he does the perfect balance. You've heard me say this before. He does the perfect balance of his own iteration of the genie, while every once in a while just peppering in homages to the great Robin Williams genie. And he does it in perfect balance. And he never tries to imitate Robin Williams, does his own thing. The story is charming. I love the characters. The things that were the same from the movie were great. The things that were new from the movie or different from the original movie were great. I just really had a very, very good time with this film. Not one of my all-time favorites, probably won't end up on my top film of the year, but I just thought far better than I thought it should be. If you had asked me a week after this movie opened, Rob, do I think this movie would get a sequel? What I was saying at the time was, well, the way this movie ends, because the ending of this movie, and I won't spoil anything, but for those of you who've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. The ending of this Aladdin has a slight but significant change from how this one ends compared to the way the animated one ends. And with the way and the difference that the way this movie ends, it does crack open the door for a potential sequel. But still at the time I would have said, but no, I don't think they will. $1 billion further down the road, you may have to revisit that. And I'll tell you what, if this, look, let's say it doesn't make another dollar. And it ends at 990 million. It's basically $1 billion film. You know what? I got to say, I think I got to change my position on this. I think maybe there probably are conversations, especially with the fact that you got Will Smith attached. I'm starting to suspect that maybe we are going to see a sequel to this. And I'll tell you what, right now, I'm down for it. I'm totally down for it. Anyway, Rob, you're looking at all this, considering the audience reaction that was quite good, the critic reaction, which was rather mixed, but the financial success of it. Do you think at this point we could see another Aladdin movie?
Yes. And here's the thing. There's all this deep cynicism about, Disney, scooping up all of the entertainment dollars people are paying for. And my feeling about this is, so what? Making movies, whether they're low-budget indie thrillers about, cross-dressing crack addicts in Tulsa for $1 million or $500,000, or you're making a remake of already one of the most successful animated films ever made. Both of those movies are equally difficult to make for various reasons. What they're supposed to do is entertain at the end of the day. This movie wildly entertained audiences. It doesn't matter that it came from Disney. It doesn't matter how much it cost. It worked. It worked for audiences. It made people smile. It was a 4-quadrant movie. Families went. Huge success. Even Will Smith is like, this is my most successful movie ever. I can't believe how successful it is. Guy Ritchie, he's probably sitting back at home going, thank God my career is saved. So everybody's having a great time with this. It's making tons of money for Disney. Why not make a film and bring more of this kind of entertainment to the world? Because after all, that's what movies are supposed to do. They're supposed to entertain. That's their purpose. And audiences have been completely, look, you know what I want to see? I want to see somebody unearth the lamp now. And I want to see Will Smith's genie pop out and you do some kind of a story in the present day.
Yeah, but if you know the new movie, that's problematic. But
I understand. I get all that. But man, I've always wanted to see flying carpets in New York City. I want to see dudes battling.
What was that, Enchanted? That sounds like a kind of a different take on Enchanted.
Something like that. That's what I want. I want to see the sequel, and it's going to make $1 billion, and good on everybody involved.
Chris, you saw this movie. Look, I think there are big fans of this property who may not want to see sequel because no, don't do another one. This one was good. But as a fan of this movie, would you want to see another one?
I would, and I think it would work. You know, what I've spent a lot of time looking back at, too, is the animated series that came from Aladdin, Return of Jafar, King of Thieves. So there's a whole bunch of material just waiting around that could definitely be adapted and kind of coerced into making a sensible sequel for all of this. And King of Thieves is so good, you guys. I rewatched that recently, and I forgot how amazing that sequel is.
Not so much Jafar.
Return of the Jafar, not so much. But King of Thieves, Daddy Aladdin, come on. So good, so great, really good story. So there's a lot of stuff they could do and a lot of villains they could even take from the original TV series that would really, really work on a cinematic scope. So I think it'd be a good idea. And they'd make more money. Come on.
They'd make a lot of money. The question is, guys, what do you think about this? First, did you even see the new Aladdin? If so, what do you think about it? But do you think it is really possible, not about whether you'd want to see it, but do you think it's possible at this point that the folks over at Disney may go, you know what, let's crank a sequel out to this one because people seem to love it? Jump down in the comments section below and let us know what you think. All right, guys.